we are glad to welcome Osekrom to the capital, Accra. Boakye Yiadom is here. Good. Well, you've been on a journey.
Yeah.
You know, it's a journey that is uncovering what is happening in the galamsey endemic communities. Operation against the. Okay, so it's an operation against the operation of galamsey.
Yes,
right?
yes.
When did you start and how far have you come?
Okay, so it's a full week operation between a collaborative operation between the police, anti-galamsey men, and then the Forestry Commission as well. It began on Friday dawn around 3 a.m. That's when about 50 armed policemen with Forestry Commission officials decided to begin the swoop in the Ashanti region. So yes, on Friday, that's when it all started.
So 3 a.m. you were on the field?
At 3 a.m. we were on the field.
What did you see?
Kojo, we saw vast destruction of our forest reserves.
Wow.
Vast destruction of our water bodies. The police decided to, in fact, the operation started from the Kyekyewere Forest Reserve.
Is that what we are seeing now?
So this is from the Tano Ofin Forest Reserve. This shot is a Tano Ofin Forest Reserve, and this is a virgin forest. The Kyekyewere portion of the Tano Ofin Forest Reserve is what you have on your screen.
This is in the Ashanti region?
In the Ashanti region, the Atwimam Punya district and constituency. Now you can see that the roads that you see are newly constructed roads. These are roads that are being constructed by the illegal miners. And so they are constructing these roads to pave way for them to get into the inner perimeter of the Kyekyewere enclave of the Tano Ofin Forest Reserve so that they can begin their mining activities. Now, they have been there for 2 weeks.
I want us to use so that, you know, we can say newly created roads, right? Because these are not construction.
Yes,
someone may understand it to be, there's a quota there. No. So newly created roads.
So these are newly created roads that you see. And they continue to do it deep into that portion. There are other shots that you see where they have even started mining already. But this is the virgin portion of the forest reserve. It hasn't been touched for years.
You can still see the roads there leading up ahead.
Yes, it has not been touched for many years.
So are the forestry guards saying they did not hear or see people when they started creating those roads?
So, Kojo, about 3 days to the operation, the forestry officials moved in there to stop them from mining. Unfortunately, the miners attacked them. They attacked the forestry officials, and about 3 of them were injured. This is what led to the forestry officials writing to the IGP and requesting more their men to come and join them so that they can enter into the forest. The reason why this operation was very much important is that this is a new entry point. Like, this is the very first time that illegal miners are entering the Kyekyewere enclave of the Tano Ofin Forest Reserve. And you can see an excavator in there.
So they hide the excavators in the forest.
So when we're coming, they have whistleblowers in the community. And the whistleblowers sent the alarm very early. So they hid this excavator deep inside the forest and then cut trees on it to cover the excavator from being noticed. But then the police were able to spot the excavator right on, because the driver or the operator went off the excavator and tried running away. But as quick as we could, we're able to get the excavator, notice where it is, and then track it out. What happens to that? Where is that excavator? I'm asking because we've heard news about excavators magically flying and without a trace. So where is it? So far, they've impounded 7 excavators, and all the excavators are being sent to the Patasi Police Depot. As of yesterday...
I see Zoom Lion.
Maybe they are the importers.
Is that just a brand?
Maybe they are the importers of this brand of excavator.
Most of them that we see, we have that indication on it. Most of the excavators is Zoom Lion excavators here.
You know, because of the J plan.
Kojo, hold on. Let him finish on the 7 impounded excavators.
So the 7 impounded excavators were sent to the Patasi Police Depot for police protection. We finished the operation this dawn as at 1 a.m. That's when we finished the operation, even before I moved to Accra. And as at 1 a.m., we drove about 2 of the excavators from the Tano Ofin Forest Reserve to the police depot. So I can confirm to you that as of now, we have the excavators over there.
All 7 excavators in police custody.
In police custody, with the 7 individuals also arrested, also being sent to Accra.
Okay. What is the fallout from this operation? What does this even mean for a fight against illegal mining, Anna?
I think that we are strengthening the fight. That's what the police will tell you. That's what the Forestry Commission will tell you, that they are strengthening the fight against illegal mining. Because, sweetie, what you see here, this is a
village.
A village that has been created by the miners themselves. So we had to clear off all the wooden structures. In the wooden structures that are being cleared off, they have their beds, their gas cookers, everything. So they live in there. Now there's a V8 that you see in the middle, and you can see the doors are being opened. So apparently, yes, the owner or the individual who has made his way into this reserve owns the V8.
Oh.
And so he just flew out when he heard the police vehicles coming in. And so we're able to get hold of the V8 because he can't move
Does that lead you to identify the person?
Yes. I can tell you that without jumping the gun and then destroying the investigations that are being carried out, the ID cards of the individuals were all seized, and we have shots of the ID cards that were being captured, the identification, everything. And surprisingly, this person is not a Ghanaian.
I was going to ask you whether he's a Ghanaian or not.
He's not a Ghanaian. So from the ID cards that we got from the car, he's from Togo.
Oh.
Yes.
You remember when the story about that forest area in Western regions, Subri or so, that was destroyed, where we had other nationals were even there. So this confirms
that
we have.
So, and then one individual, that the operator, the excavator operator that we caught, confirmed that apart from the Togolese who is part of the owners of this place, this new enclave, there's also a Chinese individual who is also
okay.
When you say owners, it sounds like a consortium of a sort. But
exactly.
Let's talk about that. So it's a cabal of...
It's a group. It's not owned by one person. So there are about 3 people who own the place. Togolese and then 2 Chinese.
I'm coming. You see, when we say owners, then it means that it's a concession they've given to them.
Of course.
Are they stealing it, and that we can describe them as the stealers?
So I'm using owners just to make sure that, I clarify that they are the people in there, but not owners so to say that they own the place, officially own the place. They don't have official documents. Because the Forestry Commission officials that we spoke to said that they will not give you this place to go and mine.
So these are nation records anyway.
So these are nation records. They will not, this place, nobody would tell you to go and mine over there. These are protected lands. They are reserves. They are kept from miners. But then they found themselves into the place, cut off trees, started constructing roads, and then going deep to mines. These are some of the individuals that we arrested.
Wow. These are ecological terrorists, and they must be dealt with without mercy.
So are you saying that the quote owners, none of them is a Ghanaian?
So no, none of them is a Ghanaian. Wow. None of them. So there's this guy who you can see on your screen with a glet sort of, with a handcuff. He is the operator. So he's the Ghanaian who looks over the site for the owners.
Caretaker.
Yes. Oh, okay. So he's the caretaker and the operator of the excavator.
Okay.
Because what surprises me in this operation is that I think recently we heard of news that people are not supposed to bring in excavators into the country, brand new excavators into the country. I don't know, there was something like that.
Or that they will be trapped.
Yes, it has to go through some form of process so that we can be able to track them. But surprisingly, these are brand new excavators. All the excavators we seized were brand new, 7 brand new excavators. The operator confirmed to me that this one that we took from Tano Offing came in just 2 weeks ago.
Hey, came into the country.
Came into the country. This excavator, you see, moved into the Tano Offing River just 2 weeks ago.
Okay, moved into the river, into the forest 2 weeks ago.
Just 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Now, before it gets to the forest, where is this excavator coming from?
Possibly Accra.
And we are unable to even trace this particular excavator to know that this is the kind of operation that is going to undertake. And 7 of them, we've moved from Kyekyewere Forest Reserve and all the way to the Tano Offing Forest Reserve. And the operation continues, and we still see excavators. When we fly our drone, that is how you can see dark consequences.
I think I love the drone shot because it gives
a clear picture.
Perfect picture of what's happening.
Of what's happening. And you can see that they've mined so deep that even the residents that we speak to, Sweetie, these are farming communities. They confirm to us that the illegal miners have destroyed their farms. At Jamara, they are cocoa farmers over there, and they are destroying their cocoa farms. At Tano Ofintu, they are cocoa farmers, they are destroying their cocoa farms. And this is raising some sort of alarm.
So 2 questions. Are these excavators registered? And you started by saying that they attacked the police officers. When we started
the Forestry Commission.
The Forestry Commission officers. What do you mean by they attacked them? Did they have pump action guns? Were they wielding machetes? What form did the attack take?
Okay, so let me first deal with the attack before I come to the registration of
right.
this. So the attack happened 3 days prior to Friday when the operation started. And you recall that when the CEO of MIF, Hanabisiu, went to Nyinahini, this is all part of the Nyinahini enclave, went to Nyinahini, there were some blockages by the miners to stop her from coming in. The same thing was done to the Forestry Commission officials. They stopped them, they had barricaded the place to prevent them from entering, and then they attacked them. Attacked not with guns, but then they threw stones at them, beat some of them up.
Although they were in official gear, they could tell that they are Forestry Commission.
They could tell that they are Forestry Commission officials. And then what we had from the Forestry Commission deputy manager for Ashanti region, he told us that they prompted them and told them that we are Forestry Commission officials. You can't do this to us. But they insisted to sort of beat them up. It tells you how aggressive this fight has become. Talking of the registration of these excavators, every car you see there is registered. And so yesterday I was asking myself with a V8. So it was not just the V8 that was picked up. There was another car, a Toyota, that was also picked up as well. And all of them have their number plates. And the police have confirmed to us that they are going to use that to trace the owners and then bring them to book.
Is the excavator registered?
The excavator is registered. From the confirmation we had from the police, this is a registered excavator.
What's the latest update on those who were picked up, handcuffed, and probably sent to the police? Where are their whereabouts right now? Have they been granted bail? What is the process?
So on Friday dawn, the police arrested 2.
Okay. They
were mining at dawn. As at 3 a.m., they were at the Kyekyewere Forest mining. They were arrested. 2 were also arrested at the Isase enclave of the Kyekyewere Forest Reserve. That is where we reported that one person confirmed to be a national security operative. Also, since then, with yesterday to today,
who have been arrested.
Yes,
one of them is a national security operative.
Yes, national security operatives who claim that they were coming in there to sort of see what is happening because they were not briefed on the operation. So they were coming in to understand what the police are in there to do.
And how did you infer that they were part of the problem?
So the police, from the conversation we had with the police, they had done their checks from national security, they had done their checks from regional, and they believe that those individuals are not national security operatives. Because I asked them personally questions.
So it means that they are not
national security.
They only said we are national security.
Yeah, they're posing.
Which anybody can do, and people do it a lot.
And they are using that as a go away or get away to engage in the illegal mining activities in the area. I asked them personally, confirm to me your identification. What shows that indeed you're a national security operative? They were unable to do that. But they are in there from what we've seen and from the confirmation that we've had from some of the miners who were even arrested. Those people or those individuals are part of them.
No, I love to have this, but when you spoke to them, did you ask them why they still do what they do, even after all the advocacy and campaign that they've seen people do?
Yeah. So nice, because this is the same way I put the question to them. Do you know you are destroying the lands? Do you know you are destroying water bodies? But why do you continue to do it? There's somebody who's been doing this. I don't know if they can get a shot of the people who are in the back.
So did you see my problem?
He's been arrested. He's been doing mining for 10 years.
Yet he says because I'm not getting employed. That's why I'm doing that. I'm saying
for 10 years he has been doing illegal mining, or because he doesn't have any job. But he knows he's destroying the water.
Yeah, so, I mean, thank you. You told us what you've seen. You've told us what you heard. How did it make you feel? Let me draw the foundation of this question. We know that Erastus Asare Donkor was brutally assaulted together with his team when they went in the same thing you're doing, going into the forest reserve to shine light on these evildoers, these, God help me, these ecological terrorists, and most of them are armed. Even if they don't have machetes or guns, they are pelting you, you know, with stones and the rest. How did you feel going into the forest? Although with police, we know that even the police are assaulted, Forestry Commission officers are assaulted. How did you feel going into knowing that the risk and the danger you were going to face?
I think every Rastus will call me, Nana, are you safe? I tell him, I'm doing,
God bless you.
I'm doing good. Sweetie, it's fearful going into the forest. Yesterday, especially going into the tunnel of fame, it was very, very fearful because we've heard of stories where those in the tunnel of fame, the Inyinaini enclave, have been attacking even government officials. Yesterday, we left the place at 1 a.m., just as I confirmed to you. Our car got spoiled and even bringing low bears to move out the excavators from the forest. From this forest, even before you get to the community, it takes you an hour to move from the forest before you go into the community.
Of course, because it's supposed to be out of bounds.
Yes. So when we were stuck there, I was just praying because it's fearful going in there. These people are armed. They have guns. They hear gunshots from the police and they are still there. Except for when you get close to them, that's the only time that they want to run away. But they don't seem to have any sort of fear in them. These are terrorists, I mean, so to say. Because the activities that they are engaging in inside our forest reserves are threatening lives.
What kind of security did you have? I mean, you said that there was police. That's my last question to you.
We had about 50 police officers joining the operation, and then we were part of it. 50, though quite a number, but it was not something that would drive me away from fear.
You're still afraid of it. So all the time you were with them, what was on your mind?
God save me. God save me. I knew I had police protection, but Kojo, you know, sometimes you also have
anything can happen.
Anything can happen. Just as I said, at dawn yesterday, anything could have happened.
Let's pause here and now sharing our viewers. It's time for you to have your say on this matter. 0302-211-691. It's the Have Your Say segment now. We want to hear your thoughts on for the life of me, I do not understand how in one breath we claim we have the political will and we are showing Ghanaians that we can actually win this fight against illegal mining. And every day, every other day, news breaks out that people are still persistently entering forest reserves, which are supposed to be out of bounds, and they are perpetrating the same crime that we are fighting as a country. But it's time for you to also share your take on the matter. And then, I mean, so the police people who escorted you, did you take the sense that they were as confident as the people who they were going to face? Because we know that even, like you have just said, they hear warning shots and they are still standing there.
Yes.
Briefly, we have a first caller.
The first day, the officer in charge confirmed that go there. If you see anybody, if the person is coming to attack you, don't hesitate. Don't run. Because if the person is coming to attack you, don't hesitate. Defend yourself. Protect yourself. You are dealing with terrorists. Anything.
What did they give you to protect yourself?
Did you have a gun?
I mean, I'm talking about the police officers.
So that was the information to the police. All right. So we have our very first caller. Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, hi. So share your thoughts with us.
Yeah, I think the guy in the video is giving us a chill story, which is life-threatening. And this, back the force is the amount to give the state of movement, whatever it's called. If you just do it, that who's in the forest will make whether he likes it or not, if he is caught, it's abusing the state power. And so that they can really do themselves. Because they are acting like they are not human beings. Don't do this and you say, I will do it. And you are not doing that for the sake of you yourself. You are doing it which is against the entire country. Look at me hustling in Kumasi, waking up, going out to find something for myself, and come home and drink water that will kill me. And it is not my making. It is a making of somebody who was told that what the person is doing is a life threatening. and they say they will not stop it. President Mahama should declare the state of emergency on the forest so that we can deal with this once and for all. Why are they doing this? Are they not human beings? Can't they hear stop? Or we should speak to them. Munjayo, Munjay na mukuye.
All right, thank you. Munjayo, Munjay. I mean, of course, we have to sing it at this point if they cannot hear us. So that's that.
Maybe we can turn the Chairman Wontumi man into this.
Ghana for
sorry.
Yo, we shouldn't laugh over this, but I mean, yeah.
Na galamsey cause we be yo. Ghana for sorry. I mean, that's all
that works,
do, right?
That
yeah,
works.
It works.
Nana, the talks about sealing the forest come up in your, in your adventure in the forest?
Yeah, so far they are going to, the Forestry Commission officials are going to work on that. But I think the one thing that I also heard from the police and from the community members that if you leave today, next week they are going to come.
That's the problem with this fight.
Louise from Adenta, have your say. Good morning.
Hey, good morning to you. You guys are doing a great job.
Thank you.
Okay, we all voted for Mahama. But I think what will solve the problem now is what? To declare what? The state of emergency on the forest. Because if you are saying that you don't have work and go to the forest is not for just one person. We are all Ghanaians. So we cannot just all wake up and say, if you don't have jobs, so that one should be an excuse for you to go to the forest and do that. You cannot go to China and go and do those things. And let me tell you one thing too. Those guys that they are arresting them, they don't have anything. We have the gurus who are behind those kind of things. They should go after them so that we can fight those once and for all. Thank you for your work.
Thank you so much, Louis from Adenta. The matter chop hot. We have, I think we have time for two or one more caller, 0302-211-691. And Kojo, if you ask me as a citizen, Nana, I really do not see an end in sight. Except we do the things that we said we were going to do in the lead up to election 2024. Declare a state of emergency. If not an entire thing around our forest reserves and water bodies, declare a state of emergency.
There's this sense of entitlement in the forest reserves and then all over these places.
Yeah.
That I think that even for a state of emergency, it will take a lot to make sure that these people move out of the place.
Do you guys remember the unpopular opinion of Joe Wise? Shoot. Do you remember?
Kill.
Who?
If that's it.
Joe Wise, the unpopular opinion.
Yeah.
Shoot and kill.
You see, we are not trying to be frank with ourselves in this fight. No one gives anybody the permission to mine on a river body. Does anybody do that?
Nobody.
No one.
Nobody gets up to give permission to an illegal miner to mine in a forest, right? Now, if these people are polluting the source of drinking water for some people, do you classify that as war or not?
It's war.
It is.
How do nations behave when they are at war? Do you play with it that it is someone's right and therefore you have to... Is that what we do when we are at war?
Kojo, I want to listen to you, but let's speak to someone from Amponchum Amponuya. Did I get it right? Echumamponuya. Okay, great. And he wants to remain anonymous. Please share your thoughts with us.
Good morning, madam.
We can hear you loud and clear. Good morning. Share your thoughts. Okay, I don't think we have this gentleman with us. I would have loved to hear you because you are coming from the area
and
where
also
these
didn't
things
want to mention his name.
They didn't want to, so you might have some information for us that we really want to get out of you. So if you can call back, I don't know if he's still on, but if you're not... Okay, he's on. Hi, good morning. So don't listen to yourself on the TV set. Talk to us directly.
People are collaborating with the galamsey because we have more galamsey at Kyekyewere.
Say that again.
We have more galamsey in Kyekyewere. This is the half of galamsey.
No, before that, you said someone is collaborating.
This is the half of galamsey. Kyekyewere is the half of galamsey in Ghana.
Before that, you said someone is collaborating with these illegal miners. We didn't hear that. I think he's listening to his TV.
Anytime the security agency make attempt to arrest any galamsey, they moved all their equipment from the site. So I think there's someone in the city architecture who is releasing information to the galamsey.
All right, thank you for calling. And he says that he suspects or he alleges, I do not want to get in trouble this morning, that the security personnel are in bed with these illegal miners. Kojo, we have a minute
you
to
see,
go.
like somebody was impersonating national security. As for that, they can do it. They can say, oh, sure, I am MP's boy, that's it. And then they go away with it. Some people use that to get away. Look, so there was a river, or there is a river, it's called Butre in Osejo. That's why I completed my basic education. We were drinking from that river when I was in school. That was our source of drinking water.
No, you can't do that.
No, you cannot.
All right.
Some people are. So I'm saying that until we stop playing with this galamsey, we won't get any result.
Nana Boakye Yiadom. Why are you Napoleon in Timia?
Basuti, don't.